Uh, Good morning. It's like 9 a.m., I guess. I didn't get to the airport quick enough to load my 2 check bags, so word of advice, get to the airport early. It wasn't that bad, but it could have been a lot worse. They were gonna like rebook me. I was like, good, I'm not gonna take my bags. They're like, you're not gonna take your bags? And I was like, no, I'll be fine. Dude, it was like a 1080 Ti computer. It was an eGPU. It was like really dumb stuff. So it was, I maybe had like a couple of clothes, but I just went out to the car and like just stuffed it in there. So, yep, we're hanging out here in Detroit in the early morning. It's not morning for some of you people. I'm catching a flight to Albany in about an hour. So I still have an hour. Um, but if they would have booked me on the next flight, then I would have been late for this one, because this one leaves at like 11, and I would have showed up here at 11:08, so that wouldn't have worked. So I would have had to wait till the 3 o'clock. I don't think I'm doing that. So, anyways, here you can see all the people this way. There we go. Now you can see the peeps. So, many of you anxiously write on there about how you wish that we could do some kind of like, I didn't give up my dreams or whatever about crypto, but there's nothing I can do about that. Like, um, there was a guy that I guess my friend said played a long con on me. So like, he made the Discord channel. He talked to me about who Satoshi was. He told me these huge development apps that he created, and like he just waited for. He made his own mining facility, and I was like, what? And then he created this new platform to like run his crypto through, and sure enough, like we sent him a couple $1,000 and a $200 like payment fee, and he disappeared. Like, I mean, that was a lot of work for a couple of grand. I mean, he said he got in like a car wreck one time, and all the coins were secure and everything was fine, but it's been like almost 3 months now, and I still have not seen these coins. So I guess I got conned. I got conned out of coins. But that was a long con. That was like a 6, like really. So maybe he's like actually hurt and he's in pain and he hasn't been able to send the coin. I guess there's always that chance that he'll feel guilty. I mean, he was in the YouTube chat. He was involved in a lot of stuff, and he just. I mean, if somebody takes your money and then doesn't give it back when you ask for it, that's pretty much stealing. I guess if you give somebody money in the entrustment that they'll bring it back, and they say they will, and then they ignore you, you get conned. So, anyways, if you guys follow like Upstake at all, I feel like the Upstake platform is a big one too. Whoa. Oh shoot, I hope I didn't mess up my audio. I don't see the chats, so if anybody is chatting, yeah, I don't see anybody chatting, so it's too early for people to chat. But it's it's sad. I mean, my family got messed up from it. Personally, I got messed up with losing my facility, my in-laws, my direct family, my grandmother, my friends, like anybody within my circle has been affected by. Um, no, he wasn't my friend. He was not a friend. He was somebody that reached out to me and said he was going to create a Discord and create a better way for us to do business, and like told me crazy stuff. Like, I felt for sure like he was legit, but I guess he wasn't legit. He wasn't a friend. I didn't know. I never met him personally. Sorry, it's getting too sunny. It's early here. So, anyways, everybody in that circle really got messed up from that, and I just was not. I mean, if there's a legitimate way to do blockchain, then I want to be a part of that, but not that there isn't corruption everywhere. I get that. I get there's corruption everywhere, but that was the whole point of blockchain, was to not be corrupt. Literally. That was the whole point, was to stop corruption in the banking system. And it got manipulated, it got big money in it, it got greed, and so the whole thing got ruined. So that's why I lost the interest in it. Look at these guys, they're lost. That must be some video screens behind me on where flights are. They have a train here, which is pretty cool. So I guess honestly, why do I even keep the YouTube going? Because there's like still a few hundred people that watch, and they kind of just are curious, like, where is life gonna take me? So I'm kind of just gonna ride with it, right? These things are the jam. If you guys haven't had these before, I'm sure you can get them in the store, but they don't taste the same unless they come off of an airplane. I don't know if that's a real thing. I just got on. Hi Wes, you're the only one chatting. Dude, I got first class. It was pretty legit. I got to I got to have a coffee in an actual mug, like an actual, what do you call that? Coffee mug, I guess. It was real small, but it was good. And a banana and cookies. This is great. Obviously, I'm not streaming from an airplane because I don't think that works. Or the guys next to you would be like, what is this weirdo doing? But I'm surprisingly not hungry after that. I thought for sure I'd be starving. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? I mean, I'm sure some of you are still mining. I'm happy. Do you own any crypto anymore? Good question. I owe some like random altcoins which aren't worth anything. Do you remember those 2 Sia machines I had running? Were you starved rock a week or 2 ago? Were you at starved rock? No, I was not at starved rock. Somebody's having coffee. No, what's starved rock? Is that close to Canada? I'm in upstate New York, guys. Resurrection Garage is still mining. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. That's pretty legit. So, some people are still mining. I don't know how you're making any money. You should turn all your crypto into Bitcoin and just hold. Nah, it's like crazy altcoins like. It's probably a portfolio of maybe 12 altcoins that are like not even worth anything right now, and the only reason, one, I haven't cashed them out because I just didn't want to go through the effort doing it and then turn it into Bitcoin and then turn it into cash and all that. It's not even worth the time. The amount I have is so small. It's better to just like let it sit there and hope for the best. But I mean, I don't give up on it being a form of investment. Crypto is definitely a terrific form of investment. You just have to know it's completely manipulated. There's no way you can convince me otherwise, unless you showed me raw math and numbers that it's not. But from my study in the last 7 years, it's a mess. I stopped mining but sold all. I lost maybe 12 actual grand in trades, so I cannot trade. There comes a point where you're like, yeah, I should just stop. So that's what happened with the trading idea. It's surprisingly quiet. This is usually a very busy airport, but what is today? Tuesday? Wednesday? Yeah, I guess it's like midweek, summer, nothing going on. So, but it's way better than Atlanta. Atlanta is a disaster. I got stuck there 7 hours. Don't get stuck on that one, guys. Do not get stuck. Anyways, so I wish I could send photos here. This is Jason from India, bud. Jason, like the Jason I know. Really? What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Are you setting up a facility for somebody? That would be cool. Oh, Jason from Digital Egg. Nice. I'm glad you're still on. I've written you a couple times about a couple of projects, but he's over in India. That's far away from home. Yeah, Digital Egg did some questionable things. One, the name's very similar, and they created it after Digital Gold. After Jason knew about Digital Gold, but it is privately owned, and I don't know if they've made their money back. I hope they have, but they did have a chance to partner with Digital Gold. They turned it down. I didn't even get a counter offer. Like, I made an offer. Obviously, it was outrageously high, and I was just waiting for a counter. And Digital Egg did not counter offer. They just like ignored it. I was like, okay, that's weird. I thought business usually do a counter. But so obviously no partnership was done. I think Digital Gold would probably still be in a working capacity if I made it the right deal with somebody, but there was nobody to make deals with, so what was I gonna do? Hold on, somebody just said something. How do I get back to that? Oh, okay. I've gotten some really good strategy in the last 3 years for trading, but I'm doing well now, but it was rough for a while. See, Willis is good. Maybe, did you have any experience trading before, Willis? That. I don't know, maybe AI would be one of them. Gotta look into, try to figure out the AI situation and how that's going to affect. There's still claims that it's going to crack SHA-256. Did you know that? No, only since 2016. Whoa, Yankee's here. Yankee, look at these things. Look at that. A cookie with your name on it. That's how you know you've made it, right? When your company's that big, they can put their name on cookies. And hand them out, not even charge people for them. Wouldn't that be a dream? Oh yeah, my company's so big I hand out free cookies with my name on it. Think about that. Just, do you realize how crazy that sounds? People take it for granted and they don't think about the business side of it. Like, the business is crazy. So, I guess if they had like a McDonald's coffee, that would be good. Just imagine how treat they got those cookies for. What else did he say? Since they ordered millions of those things. That's true, Yankee. But how did they have the cash flow to order millions of cookies? How are you doing emotionally? That's a good one. I'm serving at a camp, so solid. Guys, I got some legit stitches. I don't think I can show you on YouTube. I don't think I should, but they are balling. Delta's got it balling. I'm good. Everything was pretty bad for a while because, family, no purpose, no job, rejections, stuck in a 12-foot room, but hey, I talked to one of my really good friends. You remember Bitcoin miner John? He came over this weekend. We were gonna do a stream, but things were just too crazy, and he had some friends to see, so, but he came to Virginia, and we were gonna do a stream, talk to him, and I said, hey, is my math right on this? Because this seems a little crazy, so we went over the whole math situation of my plan of 72,000 part-time at Walmart. Like, that just seems ridiculous, right? Like, it doesn't make mathematical sense. So we went over all the math together, and he's really good with numbers. And sure enough, he was like, yeah. He's like, it's right, but to change your life and live in like a city and not live in the mountains, what would you have to do to live in regular society, if I even wanted to? So we redid the math for regular society. So it's pretty crazy. Failure is relative. Edison said he learned 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb made. That's true. But, you know, at least he was creating an invention. Maybe I'll create a different invention. I don't know. So, yeah, I think it's roughly about 60,000. I think we came up with 60, 67. I think it was, 57, 60. It was somewhere like 66 or 67 in regular city society, you know? And, but yeah, so basically I'll start back at Walmart tomorrow, and then I'll fly again in July, pick up the family, we'll fly down and drive up. So, do you have a way to keep in touch if you stop YouTube? I mean, unless it goes like to 100 viewers, I don't think I'm gonna stop, just because, I mean, if you thought about 300 people being in a room together and they want to know about what's going on, like, that's pretty legit. But under 100, I'm kind of like, don't stop YouTubing. Honestly, I like the interactions with you guys, like the chat, more than I'm actually streaming at this point. Like, if I didn't have a video and it was just music and I could talk, that's kind of what I'm doing. I just, no music. I enjoy that more. I enjoy, like, the live chat than I do anything. Because if I have to film, like, you know how I film some and then I upload it and I don't get to see the chat, it's just not as cool. Like, yeah, like the vlogging, like, that's not as fun to me. The whole thing is about the chat. Like, I like the chat. That's what gives me energy. So, yeah. Or the comments. The comments are good, but I'm really sarcastic on the comments because some people just say some really dumb stuff, like, yo, you should be multi-millionaire with all the crypto you have. And I'm like, you must be new here. Because they clearly have not done the math on what it costs to run operations, or how you have to start with small and gain a business. Like, you just don't start with $5 million in your account. Like, that just doesn't happen. Do you still live in Kentucky? No. So, I was in Virginia to visit family, and the family's still there. I'm flying back to the Adirondack Mountains, living in the mountains again. So I'll be there tonight, be back on that island, and then I will stay there for a couple weeks, fly back and get the family. I'm still wanting the Lambo to be delivered. Most people don't understand how businesses work. You're right, most people do not understand. And then it is the grit grime, and you got to put every dollar you can back into the business to survive. So most people don't understand. You are so right about that. But 15 people, I mean, you guys are great. This is great. I have no idea what time it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So 10. So I'll roughly board in like 45 minutes. And the fountain at the airport is awesome. Oh, it is, isn't it? It is so cool. I think it's in Terminal A. Might be Terminal B. I'm in Terminal A now. Willis has been watching for a while. Thank you, Willis. So, yeah. Anyways. It's going to be 8 solid weeks starting on Sunday, and it's going to be consistent 8 weeks. So, yeah, it has a people mover on this side. I'm actually over it. It's overhead. So the people mover's there. Sorry, I guess I would sit over there, but I really wanted the sunshine. I wanted some heat. Not that it's providing much help, but it's better than nothing. So, but yeah, so I'll have 8 solid weeks, and then a cleanup week, and then I'll have to move again. So I don't remember what'll happen. Dude, I remember I watched you live and you had 1,000 people watching. Yeah, man, see, like, time comes and goes. Like, you don't, just because you're really high on the mountaintop life, there's the people who here. Doesn't mean it's gonna stay. Doesn't mean your business is gonna stay. Doesn't mean your subscriptions are gonna stay. Doesn't mean your bank account is gonna stay. Doesn't mean your job's gonna stay. Like, um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. You and Seth should do a live stream together. Yeah, I mean, me and Seth are a little bit different energy levels. I thought we would connect more on a personal level than we did. I think, I don't know, you know how you just don't jive with some people? Not that I don't jive with him on an internet platform, but in person I feel like it wouldn't work too well, so it's hard to coordinate stuff too. And we have obviously very different views. Not that that's a bad thing, but the 17 online are my hardcore supporters. You're right. Thank you. These are like the true followers at work secretly watching. Right? So, anyways, I know, dude, I lost everything in Gox, like 500 Bitcoins. A lot of people got hurt by crypto. Look at that. Who was that? Let's pull that up again. Oh, no. Oh. ASH lost 500 Bitcoins in Mt. Gox. See? So, this pain of, like, losing things happened in 2011, it happened in 2015, and it happened in 2018. So, this 19 and 20 is going to be like mountaintop years. You know, we're going to see major crypto advancements, and then we're going to see the correction again, right? Where people are going to lose. Instead of losing like millions, like hundreds of millions, you're going to start hitting like closer to the almost $1 billion loss. So, because there's going to be new money. It was worth nothing though. I bought that. But realizes that, yeah, it was 500, but it wasn't worth anything. Like, I didn't lose. I only spent $10, so what's the big deal? So perspective is huge. I only did 9 GPUs mining and it worked out for good over time, but I think I got in at a good time, February 2017. See, timing is another thing. Like, if you can't get in at the right time, or you can't get out at the right time, if you got in with too large of investment, it's harder to make that all up. So then you have to get out. What was it? Oh, humidity. Humidity was a big one too. So the humidity on the facility, like corrosion's a big one when the liquid's coming in and then you're pulling air out. Even if you have a hot room and a cold room, you're still gonna have humidity buildup. And that humidity will damage components, short circuit things. I mean, it's a mess. So that's a huge factor in scale. So you can only scale so far before you're going to have liquid cooled, and when you have liquid cooled, you have humidity issues. So there's a lot involved, and that's why, like, at home, when it's like your own electric bill and it's like not that big of a deal, then okay. But if you already have a plan to repurpose or resell GPUs of those, 6 or 10 that you have, then that's different. But like, when you start thinking that you're gonna start investing into your garage or putting a barn outside or rent a small facility, cut it off, because you are gonna get destroyed from the people who have countless amounts of expendable income to just blow. So they can do things at, like, 3 cents kilowatt hour. So that wiggle room is just not there for you. So somebody says I should come check it out. Yeah, my ability to just jump on any flight is not as easy anymore, because like, I'm an hour and a half in the mountains, plus I have a work schedule now, right? It's like 2 to 11, and I won't really have any days off for 3 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 9 weeks solid, no days off. I might be able to have some days off after that, because it's a transition. So where I'm at, they transition 4 times a year, so I just have to go with the transition. So this is the solid 8 weeks, and then after that, we'll see. We'll see. But, so yeah. Otherwise, guys, there's like 18 people with only 10 likes. That doesn't make any sense. Give me for the stitches. These were stitches from that rig called Stitches. You guys remember that? I'm doing it. Sadly, I got 110 coins in Crypto Exchange when they went belly up. Guys, Cryptopia's coming back. Cryptopia's coming back, so hold your horses. You're going to get your coins back. But these, do you remember these stitches? So I got 6 more stitches on this side from a splinter. I don't want to show you because I don't want to gross people out, but it's pretty sick. So they start here and they go to about here. So 6 stitches right there. Anyways, that was not for mining. That was from the camp. This is from mining. So mining and camp, all in the same thumb. Isn't that weird? So this thumb is like a dozen stitches on this thumb. And it's not even my normal hand. Like, I use my right hand. I guess you're more careful with the hand you use. I don't know. So, that's funny. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for everybody who doesn't want to watch my live and just cares about crypto. And thank you for unsubscribing. I'm very glad to see you go. I'm losing hundreds of subscribers a month. Thank you so much for leaving. I'd only prefer the people who want to be here because they care about life of a human and not just crypto. Because who knows, I might not have anything to do with crypto, and that's not true. I don't think that'll ever happen. I hope, okay, I guess I could say my goal for 5 years is to be 100% debt free. You know, everything absolutely paid off, and be bankrolling pure cash into my account. Then being able to leverage that into a business, a startup, and investments, one of which would be crypto. So, crypto will never completely die off of my radar, you know, unless the great Lord tells me to just stop. So, story, knowledge, and everything after family. So, will you be back in your space? So basically, that's the cutoff right there. I'm sure you lost more. I'm sure I lost more. It's perspective, Ash. You did lose 500 bitcoins, but did you have a dream of creating a mining business, and it took you 5 years to get there, and then you got there and you lost it all within 8 months? It's just perspective. I think you lost more cash, but I lost more of your dream emotionally, right? I lost my heart in it. I lost my heart in crypto. So, people have many faucets. You're one of a few YouTube celebrities. YouTube celebrity, I wouldn't say that high. That shows in their real life, good and bad. I respect that. It's true. I didn't film some of the hardest times because I didn't want it to be a show, but I definitely have shared just how bad it gets. So, anyways, thank you for finding value in my knowledge. Many people don't, and that's just the way the heart of reality is. Alright guys, it's been solid, killing a good 30 minutes with you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the support. And thank you that you give me a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing if you haven't. Thank you for unsubscribing. There's that I say that, but I'm totally serious about it. I don't want you here if you don't want to be here. I'd rather be at like 3,000 subscribers that cared than 20,000 that don't. I really would. Alright, so I'm going to film some more when we're setting up some radio things today. I'm going to be across in the island. We're going to do some wood loading. I'm going to meet a doctor today, an actual doctor. I'll see if he wants to be on film. But I'm going to catch my my flight, I didn't finish my cookies. But it's kind of rude to eat on live stream, isn't it? I think it's kind of rude. And I got a canker sore right here. It hurts so bad. I drank too much sweet tea. I'm at A17. I gotta get A15. I don't think they're boarding for like another half an hour though. So, guys, I'm gonna have to do some vlogs for a little bit. I was trying to take my whole mining slash live streamer box, but that's all I could bring. I'm sorry. So I'm in about a month I'll be able to bring my streaming box with like my high-end cameras and my microphones and all that. So hopefully I can bring all that and we can chat. I don't know if the internet's any good in the mountains. I think I pulled down 100 megs, so we should be good. But we'll see. It does have fiber up there, so, but I don't know if that's fiber to the internet or just fiber. I think it's fiber within the camps. So otherwise, the place where possible, in case you're wondering, I am just basically doing humanitarian ministry work, and they're able to supply me with the necessities of life, and then I've picked up a part-time job at Walmart to bankroll. So I'm hoping to bankroll $72K at Walmart for 1 year, working part-time. Build a windmill for electricity. I can't build nothing, man. I'm trying to get out any digital gold debt, closed it clean, and so that's the story. Anyways, it's been a hard 6 months. This is the upswing. I'm glad I'm making momentum now. I'm glad I found a situation. God's provided a situation that's like a huge help, and yeah, so this is pretty legit. So we'll see where it leads, and yeah, thanks for all the support, Willis, and all the other people who don't comment. Anyways, thanks to God, that's right, appreciate it. I feel like I'm missing an important fact. Oh, something coming about Facebook. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. If you guys have info, send it over. But I'll upload it the next week, okay? At least something. If it's not a live stream, it'll at least be something. Otherwise, I'm going to enjoy cookies from a company who can give cookies away because they're that rich. Think about that, guys. Let that sink in today. Free cookies with your name on it, on your company. What would that take to